Hello, my name is Andrea Rodriguez, and the select country is Colombia. And the basic information is official name Republic of Colombia, capital Bogota, and has approximate 7 million inhabitants. Official currency pesos, official language Spanish, system of government, democratic states, constitution, politics in presidential, a balance of power between the exclusive, legislative and judicial branch, land boards, Venezuela, Brazil, Peru, Ecuador, Panama, um, coast, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, climate tropical, modified by altitude, biodiversity 14-15% of the world biodiversity. The history: Colombia was founded as a state in 1810 for the bicentenary of Nueva Granada, a colony of the Spanish Empire, and that had been founded in 1550. In 1886, in definitive to its current name of the Republic of Colombia. Its history is generally divided into Colombian time, Spanish discovery, and Cox colony, independence, republican consolidation, and the 20th centenary. Much of the history of Colombia in closely related to the history of Spanish until independence, and the history of Ecuador, Venezuela, Panama, and Latin America in general. Mm, the history of Colombia has been characterized by a centenary class difference resulting for the supremacy of the white mestizo creerless over the Native Americans, the enslaved Africans, and the mestizo since colonial time. The Creoles led both the independence effort, and the political and social organization of the nascent republic, but they did not manage the change much the situation of the indigenous Afro-Colombian black, mulatto and mestizo communicates of the country with good create a strong social analogy and talk the history of the republic. The first republican century was turbulent, with the tension between a federalist conception of the states in America was and a centralist conception of the French way, which led the country to permanent word and gave rise to the conservative and liberal parts. The 1816 constructions, led by President Rafael Núñez, but an angel liberal Emogni and centralist conservative and string Catholic state. Um, Although the most notable event of the 20th century in Colombia was the ascension of the liberal Jorge Luis Gaitán in ascension that has not yet been clarified. State events will occur on April 9th on 1958. Would participate to country into an usual violence that was specific merciless with the safety and the comfortable the two tradition parts to dealt. Traditional product food such as Colombian coffee, exotic fruits, and such as chalupa, and tropical objects such as aguadeño, hat, and ceramics are some of the products of the Colombian industries that present Colombia culture and the same time have a unique sales denomination of original wheats, distinct the quality on original foods, handicraft, and tropical manufacturers. The culture, today Colombian culture is a mixture and European and indigenous customs of traditionals that are reflect thought, music, art, literature, and relationships with nature. The most important subregions or cultural groups are the Cachacos, located in the Cundiboyacense hinterlands, and Bogotá, Tunja, the Paisas, settled in Antioquia, the coffee region, Medellín, Manizales, Pereira, Armenia, the Llaneros, inhabitants of the Eastern Plain, the Bayunos, Valle del Cauca area Cali, the costeños located on the Caribbean costa, Cartagena, Santa Marta, Barranquilla, and the Santanderianos located in the departments of North Santander and Santander, Cúcuta, Bucaramanga, among other shows costumes vary according their influence and answers. Bambuco, Cumbian, and Vallenato have been population recounting and national rings. The different genres of Colombia folk music have been influenced by Spanish, American, and African elements that form the ethnographic for the country, as well as by other Latin American and Anglo-Saxon conquered that have made in Colombia music on of the race in the region. Leading in recent years to the recognition of several Colombia performers international such as Shakira and Juanes, winners of Anglo Grammys grants. And finally, Crime Rats in the first half 2021, there were 16,103 robots, an average of approximate 8 and 9 cases or one every 16 minutes, but 2022 there was an 8% increase when severement uh, 2,402 robbers occurred, corresponding to 9 severe cases or one every 15 minutes.